good day. Hey, hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Every day is a good day. We're just trying to have a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Hey, go. Ho. Have a fun on the drum. Hey, go. And we're just trying to have a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Day, hey. Every day is a good day. Hey, hey. We just trying to have a good day. Hey, hey. And we just trying to have a good day. Yay. Hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Hey, 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 hey. Have a fun on the drum. And we just trying to have a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Hey. Go crazy on the drum again. Every day is a good day. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey. We gonna have a good day. Hey, hey, hey. And we just trying to have a good day. Hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, hey. Every day is a good day.
y'all gotta excuse me. One of my elders transitioned,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Every day is a good day. We gonna make a good day. Hey, hey, hey. We gonna make this a good day. Hey, hey, hey. Every day is a good day. Yeah. Every day is a good day.
Hey,
Okay.
back about it.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well in positive energy and attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright. Okay?
That's right.
We're coming through with another live for you guys, so make sure you take the message how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget, if you love the video, to share the video out, run the video up, and type in a comment. Where you guys from? Where you at?
That's right. Throw it in the comments. How y'all doing? I want to send honor to Maxine Crooks right now. She transitioned on the other side.
Yes.
one of my constant one of my constant contacts and my medium channels is my childhood friend Jerry. So that was his mom. So she was an elder. She transitioned. So with that being said, we in here, y'all, this morning. Throw it in the box where you at. And I ain't gonna lie, we've been having a lot of discussions about the zodiac sign of Pisces. We have.
Yeah.
And Pisces is superior, right? And you can't win with a Pisces in the emotional department. And I know it's Libra season, and I'm a Libra, and yeah, we lit for the Libras. But I've been doing some studies on Pisces, and I'm coming to find out, like, you know. Anyway, drop in the comments where you at.
It's good information. We're gonna actually, I think we're gonna get back to some of our zodiac readings. We have a, not really, it's gonna be a little bit different though. You guys know,
Right.
it's gonna be something different. So look forward to that because it's a lot of good information.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think we can probably give it all to you right now.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I'm doing studies though. So I'm studying archetypes, right? So it's like, I like, we just really, I did have a download, boom, boom. And I woke up out my sleep saying this, and it's good now because now my wife is catching, she woke up like, I'm thinking things in my sleep. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. Now you can get it. Like, because them sleep state downloads, I woke up and it was this. I'm just going to say it. I fought back and forth with spirit about how do I say that? And I'm going to say it. A match made in heaven is forged in the fires of hell, right? A match made in heaven is forged in the fires of hell, right? And that's a truth. And I feel like it's like I really feel connected to like the energy of Lemuria. Lemuria is a place that they say that the starseeds, the Palladiums, all of the people walking the earth that's enlightened, so to speak, kind of sifted through this race, right? And I feel like I do feel an illumination because our psychic connection is so strong to the point where as though now it becomes frightening.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty much.
like it's like so yeah. A match made in heaven is forged in hell, right? So it's like, I think that we think wrong because we taught wrong. We taught that relationships, they should come together it's like you get married, you get married and you get a covenant and everything is good and boom. But it's not really the case, right? And that's why so many things fall apart. So many matches that God is not in because it's got to be forged through the shadow. Like, it has to be tried through those fires, right? And I think that's what the download is saying. Like, as I move in with it, I think it's basically saying, heavenly relationships are forged in the fires of hell. Whereas though, like, because imagine you been with somebody and the shadow is not present. And then all of a sudden, a year down the line, the shadow shows up. And now you see it, right? Now your match made in heaven, it's going to go through the trials of hell at that point. Because the minute somebody show you something completely contrary to what they was before you married them, or whatever the case may be. Because it didn't say a marriage, it said a match made in heaven in my download. So this don't even have to be a couple. This could be like just any kind of relationship. So y'all get that down.
All right, let's see.
It's crazy because I was getting a download in my mind about Delaware, Maryland. Um, yeah, some park area, Sykesville, something, Graysonville, something. Download.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4 connection coming out. I like this. Okay. It says personal growth, oneness, manifesting goals, connection, and completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your effort. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in your favor, in the favor of your intention. So yeah, someone's doing the work out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The math is just mathing. Everything's adding up. Okay. You know, the work is equaling, you know, the reward kind of energy, you know, connection. You know, you could be very connected to, you know, your personal practices, you know, your praises, your worship, you know, showing gratitude, things of that nature. Personal growth is here. You know, personal growth is a person that is really, you know, digging within themselves. They're not really going around looking for what's wrong with other people, but they're going inside of self and, you know, finding things about self, right, that they can work on and grow. Something like that. You could be setting more goals for yourself. Okay, or you could be needing to set more goals for yourself as you are achieving things, because I feel like I'm seeing someone and things are being knocked off of your to-do list or something like that. Okay, and then I'm seeing another person and you need a to-do list, like, you know, in order for you to get things done, you could be needing more organization. You know, not all of us are the best at organization. I'm a Sag. That's not my best. You know, that's not the best side of me. You know, I can make you feel good. I can make you have fun, you know, but, you know, being organized, I'm not the one you probably want to help get advice from, right? So something like that, you know, so maybe you need to be on a routine, a schedule, right? Something like that. But I feel like there is a person doing this already, and this is how you're able to complete things, you know, something like that. We got positive change. We got the elephant. I don't know. We just were talking to somebody yesterday and they showed us some elephants. And I love elephants, you know, good energy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we were talking to our sister yesterday. Greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Now, when it says easily, that's because you're putting in effort. So when you do things with effort, you know, things come easy because you put the effort out there. So you know, it's a balance. It's like yin and yang. It goes together, right? The weight is equal. So something like that, okay? I don't know. You could definitely be of Indian background. We got the elephant out here. Okay, but love is your strength. So, you know, I was talking about yesterday, I felt the energy of, you know, a lot of us at one point, you know, you see a lot of these feuds going on, right, online. And, you know, I was talking to my husband about it this morning, and I was like, you know, I'm just glad I'm not at these kind of places in my life, because, you know, one side, in one point in my life, I could see my side on one side versus the other, right? And I was just thinking about the situation. And, you know, I feel like a lot of us, you know, we have pulled ourselves out of situations that cause us to be in any kind of chaos, right? Because we understand that chaos and confusion, conflict, it moves you away from the purpose, right? Literally. If I am wasting my time in chaos, conflict, gossip, you know, keeping up with the latest this and that every single minute, is taking me away from what I really should be doing. Yesterday, I had to literally take my phone and put it down somewhere and just forget where it was at, because I just needed to disconnect from the world. With so much going on. And, you know, if you don't take a minute, sometimes you can find yourself wrapped up in those things. It's easy to just read one thing, and then when you read one thing, you want to go to the next because you got to finish it up. And some of the things we read are not very high vibrational things. So, you know, greatness. Remember, you are great, and everything you do should be great. You know, you should be looking for greatness in everything, right? So if there's a lot of negativity going on, sometimes try to disconnect yourself and find something positive to plug into.
So we got a masculine energy. Could be a man, could be a woman. And masculine energy, I'm really feeling like that. But it's the King of Coins in reverse to the Six of Pentacles in reverse to the Moon. So somebody is probably not being treated fairly, and there's some secrets in this energy. And it's not an equal give and take. It doesn't really have to be somebody lying or cheating. But when I see the Six of Pentacles in reverse to the Moon, it's letting me know that something is like, it's somebody could be not speaking up about the way that they feel. Somebody could be hiding their true self in this situation. But it's definitely a masculine. And I would be in reverse up. You know, it's a reason why I see this King of Coins in reverse. The King of Coins is a working energy. It's a stable energy. So a King of Coins is an energy that's it's an earth sign energy. So it's gonna expect at least something stable, right? This is a man that's gonna expect the truth. Or the King of Coins is a person I can say, you don't even have to necessarily love this kind of energy, but you gotta respect it, or it's gonna be a problem. Right, because this energy is going to be forever present, right? The King of Pentacles, when you look at him, he's always in the same spot. It says planning phase for this energy. Spirit says take a step back, plan the necessary steps to move forward, so you may turn your goals into reality. So maybe you kind of invested in needing to know something too much. And this Moon energy could also be delusion or self-imprisonment. Sometimes it's like that when somebody not doing something that you think they should do, you make more out of it than what it really is, right? Pure masculine trait. That's really the way that masculinity respond. So if you're a woman and you got a man that's acting like that, it's probably because it's something that you could be holding back from, right? And it may not even be as big as he makes it, right? But you gotta understand, to the King of Coins, a small thing become a big ass thing in his mind, right? So it's best to not hold, like, especially if you have a type of masculine that is like, maybe not psychic, but very intuitive, right? Sometimes life does that to a masculine. Like, they go through so many things that they get an innate sense for opposition and negativity, and when it comes, they might not be spiritual, but they've been through some things in life. And when you go through life like that, you develop this ability to sense things like, and sometimes it's misdirectional. Like I said, it could be something that little, they make it that big. So, I don't know, somebody, energy out here. I feel like I should say more, but I'm not, though.
I heard Carla.
I'm scared to say a name, y'all. Literally, we said a name yesterday, and then come to find out the name that I was hearing happened to be a young lady that was trapped in a wall somewhere.
Yeah.
And that shit freaked me out last night, like literally, like, because I seen the name very clear during a session yesterday, right? And it burnt in my mind. I was like, yo, what is this name? You know what I'm saying? And then my wife later on was like, look, basically like this the name you saw, right?
We got 222 coming out. Wonders. Okay, great transformation, major change, opportunity, fast-paced, forward, and process. Okay, you are a victim of your circumstances, rather you are the beneficiary of it. Okay, I love this card, right? If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. So 222, okay? Wonders, right? So I feel like someone is, it's a major change for you. And, when you're going through a major change and transformation, it does not look pretty a lot of times, A lot of times, like when you're headed towards whatever it is that you're destined to do, it doesn't always look like peaches and cream. But it definitely is exactly what you should be. And we got the dragonfly coming out here with magic. Okay? I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant. I am blessed. Yeah. I like this. You could be feeling free right now. The dragonfly, he flies around. You got 222 with wonders, right? So you could just be feeling very free. Okay? You could be just, I don't know, you could be a person that's just, I don't know if you have a tiny voice, or I don't know if you could be a smaller person, but maybe you have a certain sting or something like that with the dragonfly here, something magical. Okay? I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I'm feeling like an energy where you just go around and you literally light up places. Okay? Because you're not a victim of your circumstances, you could be really using the things that you've gone through, as a testimony to really help people. And that's good, I'm talking about not really, allowing the things that happen to you to make you feel, sad all the time, but really, telling people how those things really help you get where you are today and showing your strength. Because it's something about your strength here. And everything is working out for the best. I feel like someone's finally accomplishing exactly what they want to do in life, Kudos to you.
Lunar intuitive. I'm back with the earth sign energy. Yup, Pisces card right here. I'm back, earth sign, 3 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And this is a marriage. This is an earth sign and a marriage. Listen, I have the 3 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups in reverse Hierophant. That's a marriage all day. That's a union of some sort, right? Now, the 2 of Cups in reverse, it says important parts. Embrace each element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. Whoever this is, right? It's the earth sign energy, right? I say it clearly. In a marriage, the 3 of Pentacles itself is a marriage card. It's a card of union. Like, look at it. And then the 2 of Cups and a Hierophant, that's every marriage card in the deck, basically, right? So, what's happening here is this. Openness is needed and understanding. I'm seeing 2 people in this energy right here that think that they understand one another, but there's more layers to it. And a lot of times we can get stuck, right? We'll move ahead in relationships, and we as a union, we do it, but we stop and we recognize it, and we be like, this is what's going on, even if it's after an argument, right? The argument becomes restoration because it's not where we trying to hide the layers, right? You can't be in no type of union and hide the layers, because every layer is something new. And when somebody get to a part of you that don't agree with them, it's gonna blow up. Less because this is a marriage and it looks pretty good, right? But the 2 of Cups is in reverse. So it says imbalance, tension. You know what tension is? Tension is that shit that be rising in the background, right? We go through it. Everybody do. It's tension in a relationship. It rises, right? And if you ignore it, it'll come out. Know it to be so, right? So it's what level are you playing this out from? Because two people can be aware of it and put God in the middle and let love encompass it all, right? Or two people can really ignore this tension, and if you're not using the right governing with that shit can get out of control. Meaning if God ain't in it in some type of way, form, or fashion, that tension get wild when it build up, right? Folly, waste, dissipation, silly action, rejection, and separation. And I know we don't like to embrace that we act silly sometimes. But the truth of the matter is, if we really hear the truth and don't respond to it, we silly as a rabbit. That's a silly ass rabbit. That hear the truth come out of a donkey mouth. If somebody say something and it's the truth, you don't look at it and be like, oh, I don't like who it came from, so I'm gonna ignore what was said. Or you a silly ass rabbit.
Yeah, period.
Right? Embrace each element, weaving them into your story with openness and understanding. I'm telling you to straighten it out, whoever this is. So I'm gonna move out of them. Move on out of that.
Eight of Swords in the reverse. I like that. Two of Swords in the reverse. Someone doesn't know how to communicate properly. Someone could be feeling like they can't get their words out. They can't say the right words. They can't find the right words to say or something like that. It could be hard to express something for someone. Okay? Someone could be trapped inside their own mind here. Someone could be very indecisive about a decision that needs to be made. In regards to how you handle situations. There's a person that, you're free. You're no longer trapped here. And I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made. When you're, it's like, I remember it was a woman that got accused for something in the Bible, and the accusers were gone and she was still laid on the ground pretty much, right? It's like, get up. That kind of energy is what I'm feeling. Someone has been set free from something, but now it's like time to get up from a situation. You could be still laying balled up, in a fetal position trying to protect yourself. But it's like it's time to rise above now because, I don't know, something is over with here and it's time for someone to make a decision about something. Okay? Yeah, major change. Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. It says have faith in your skills and talents as they are tools that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a movement of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on the way. Everything will work out in your favor. Yeah, I feel like, there's a need for someone to take a move. You could be waiting on, like a message about something, but sometimes we have to just make a move. Like, sometimes you just have to make the move and then, the message will come after, something like that. Because you could be waiting on something that's like not even a message from the Most High. You know how sometimes we're waiting on something in our own minds that we think we should have before we do something. Or, you could be a person that, maybe you don't have everything you need to get something started. So you just feel like you can't do anything, right? But maybe you could be doing something towards it to get there. Something like that, I remember when I didn't have like all of my materials for things, and I just improvised and used what I had until I got the rest of what I needed, right?
I saw you, dog.
I had to, I made whatever I had work for me because that's all I had at the time, and you could be doing this too or learning to do this. Major change, 11/22 could be your birthday. You could be a Scorpio, or is that a Scorpio?
11/22. Absolutely,
Think
I
so.
believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, it might be.
I can't think. That's not Sag. It could be Sag. That's a Sag.
Yeah, that's sad.
I think. No. Is it 22nd or 23rd?
That's probably the cusp.
Yeah, that's the cusp. It's definitely the cusp because my cousin's birthday is 11/23 and she's a Sag.
Yeah, mine's just on the cusp too.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Okay. I had to think, child.
Cusp. Cusp baby.
Yeah.
I'm one myself.
Yeah. I like that. Good energy, Major changes here. Sometimes you just have to work with what you got, collective, We sometimes we don't have it all, And if sometimes, honestly, if you keep waiting for everything, then you might not get it. So you got to work with what you have. And when you show God that you can work with what you have, more becomes provided for you. And that's real. I've seen it,
Somebody said they are Sag and Scorpion cusper.
Ooh.
And this what this is right
That's
here.
exactly what that is.
Look, the temperance to the devil, that's Sag, that's what that read
that's
right
a Sag Cap, cuz.
Okay. Sag and Capricorn.
It's Scorpio 11/22.
Okay, yeah, Sag and Cap cuss.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a Scorpio Sag cuss right there at 11/22, right? Because wouldn't the 23rd be Sag? Yeah.
This is Sag and Capricorn cuss right here.
Whoever you are, there.
She said I'm a Sag and Cap cuss.
Wow.
That's you, temperance to the devil.
You heard me.
This reading could be significant for you,
Ooh.
right? I'm gonna run through it. This is archetype.
Yeah.
And when I got this reading, I was like, this is an archetype reading because it's only major arcanas and it's 3-card spread. And it's powerful, right? So I want to read it. And I got a Sag and Cap cusper. This could be you. I'm feeling like it might be. You got the temperance to the devil in reverse, to the emperor in reverse, right? And it says, embrace courage. My wife got a song. It says, I got the demon on the run again, right? I'm sure acting like a hooligan, right? Somebody is a spiritual. I feel like with this temperance energy being your major, that's Sag in a north node. Life has awakened you. You have been through things, right? This is a Sag you've been through a lot of things, right? Because while you in the temperance, when the Sag is in a north node, that means that they done been with a few wrong partners. They done been down through a few dark alleys. They done sat down with a few dark crowds, right? They done even had a few sexual explorations, right? This is all a part of the Sagittarius conquest to the arrow that shoot up, right? Right? I'm feeling like that's why I like to study Carl Jung because it enlightens me to certain things, right? And I see it. This is an archetype. You winning, right? Against addictions. The devil in reverse. That's somebody, it don't have to be what people deem normal addiction. It could be any form of addiction, right? It's a devil. It could be a person.
Obsessions.
It could be somebody that you was connected to, right? Well, while you standing in the temperance, it's got the devil in reverse. It got the demon on the run again.
We got the demon on the run again.
And you got Aries on the run. You got the emperor in reverse, right? So I'm really feeling like this could be a Sag standing against a Capricorn and an emperor. But I'm also just feeling like this is a Sag and Cap cusper. And you've been through some battles and you got some energies and you got them on the run. And that's why Spirit's saying embrace courage, right? This is definitely a fight. I see somebody, It says open your mind, learn from your experiences, let your answers unfold in your journey. This is definitely losing the fear of the unknown. One thing about Sagittarius, I can say, because I've been studying them, is that the Sagittarius is about constant spiritual initiations, right? So seldom will the Sag in their north node lose. How can somebody lose that's destined for their North Node? That means that everything that happened to Sag, if Sag play it right, it becomes a part of Sag's quest towards they soul mission, their enlightenment. See, Sag don't ascend less than they go through something. That's what the temperance all about. The temperance is about being a person that can alchemize and transmute energy. Why? Because I've been through it. I know what it is. I'm familiar with it. Now it doesn't work against me. And this is why people be hating Sag when Sag move away, because Sag move away and it become a whole nother journey. And then people look at Sag and be like, when Sag found the temperance, people look at Sag like, was I ever a part of their life? Because it don't even feel like they even remember who I am anymore. But that's not by intent. That's Sagittarius and they progression, right? So keep moving, right? Like my wife say, you got the demon on the run again, out here acting like a hooligan, right? I like it.
We got the 5 of Cups out here in the reverse to the Hierophant in the reverse. I feel like somebody could be grieving, you know. Someone could definitely be grieving, and it's like you could be grieving, but it's like untraditional, I feel like, I don't know, people maybe don't understand your grief or something like that. I feel like there's someone, and your grief is not understood because maybe you express it in a different kind of way. I was watching one day online, somebody, a celebrity had somebody transition or something, and they criticized the person because of how they were grieving. And I was like, well, how do we know how someone else grieves, right? And I feel like it's this kind of energy. It's like, someone could really be going through something, and because a person doesn't understand how a person is grieving, people could be looking at someone sideways, and I feel like that's wrong. If someone is looking at you sideways because how you grieve, it's not your responsibility to carry that weight on you.
Shame on them.
Yeah, shame on them for expecting you to handle something like them. Who are they to believe that you have to grieve like them? Because that's what I'm getting, and that's weird energy. So if you're going through that, just know that it's weird energy, and you shouldn't have to go through that. And you could be needing to make sure that you're making prayer throughout the day. Because I'm hearing someone just, I don't know if someone's nagging you all day or someone's trying to give you unneeded advice about a situation. But I feel like, I'm hearing nagging all day about something that you're doing, but it's the way you grieve. And it's not that it's anything bad. It's not like you're not taking a bath. It's not like you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Maybe you could even be smiling and people are wondering why you're smiling, like maybe because you understand energy now. You understand that when your loved ones go, they never go. You understand that, those things that people told you before they transitioned, it was a part of the journey, so when you got to places, you can remember the things they told you. And, all these different things are coming up here. This is very emotional. Don't allow yourself to fall into a cup or a bottle with this energy, because the spirit of alcohol is here, alcohol, right? It likes to creep up in our grief. So I know you could be grieving in a familiar kind of way, but if you can, try to keep your mind, as strong as you can, because the enemy is already trying to attack you with his opinion, of how you should be and what you should do. And, that's enough energy right there for one person. Right? Wow. So make sure you keep yourself prayed up. My condolences to whatever you're going through. I'm sorry. And if you need to talk, I'm here, because this is some heavy energy here. But I feel like this is a person of strength. And, you are handling it in your own way. And, it can be unorthodox.
That Hierophant in reverse is heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like
very heavy energy.
Bondage.
To the 5 of Cups, I'm like, whew.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. So heavy.
Shake it up. When loving ain't the same.
Hey, Mariah.
Something.
Gotta shake it
I'm trying to shift the energy. You heard me? Or something.
Okay.
That's this right here is about somebody's insecurities. We got the magician out here in reverse to the 4 cups, right? And that is that's somebody that has the ability to really do a lot of things. Like my wife always say, the magician has energy from like every elemental aspect of the tarot deck, right? Earth, wind, fire, water. The magician has a tool from each one of the zodiac aspects. So this is a person who's capable. But the four cups got your Queen of Swords in reverse, right? And that means that it's something that's probably killing your throat chakra action. It's making you not want to speak out. It's making you not want to do what you capable of doing. The magician in reverse, the footnote says, insecurity, ineptitude, weakness of will, illusion, and manipulation. And I really feel like, this 4 cups is why. Contemplation. Don't let your focus close you to new ideas, right? It says don't let your focus close you to, that's when you on one thing too much. And it could be your ego the wrong way. You know what being in your ego the wrong way is? When you think that you're incapable of something because you start weighing up all the negative factors about you. Like you might be like, man, my mother couldn't do it. What makes me think I can do it? My father didn't do it. What makes me think nobody from my family ever did it? That's being in your ego the wrong way. You actually looking for things that support the reason why you can't do something that you really equipped to do because you're the magician in reverse. The magician got the ability to get it done, right? And this is what Spirit is saying on the life clarifying card. Divine flow. Let go of the attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. That's being attached to the outcome when you too attached to what you capable of doing. It's like you want to see it start to finish, but you can't have it that way. That's not the way that the divine says. Divine flow, divine timing. Like it comes in a way that you don't know. You can't predict it. You just got to be present to receive it. And that's where people fail at. They want something that promised them something. Nothing's promised. We supposed to be willing to work for what we want. It's not I want to be able to follow the script to the letter and I'm promised a good fortune or I'm promised. That's not the way that, And then that way you live in conformity. Meaning you cool with whatever you got, right? That's the spirit of poverty right there. I'm going to tell you that, right? It ain't about the money all the time. The spirit of poverty is that right there. So let go of the attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring the gifts, divine flow. Let God do his work. Believe in yourself, right? Just know that your ancestors will assist you if you catch the right vibration.
Period.
You don't gotta know them and all of that. Catch the best vibration that you can, the authentic version of yourself. Begin to do things that don't cause you to have to be up in your shadow about it. Because being up in your shadow, it push all the good things away anyhow. Be in your truth and see what happens. Divine flow.
I heard Nelson.
Courtney. I ain't saying no more names. Because I'm truly not saying no more names. I will though, but I'm just saying now. It was a lot for me to process last night.
We got 12/12. This could be your birthday, Sag. Okay. We got big ventures, divine intervention, prosperity, fated events, and faith. It says love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people, will exceed your expectations. And I feel like if you're already in a relationship, this is just things getting even better because, you know, you guys are taking time to get to know one another. You know, you guys are making an effort to love, right? You're choosing each other each and every day, something like that. Someone could be even choosing themselves, right? Maybe you don't have a partner, but you're choosing self every day, you know? You're choosing to get up and be a better you. You're choosing to get up and take care of self, right? And kudos to you, you know? You could be meeting like-minded people, you know? 12-12, okay? 12-12 could be very significant here. Big ventures are here for us, right? The ones that are doing the work, then you already know. It's three of wands energy. You can see the ships coming in, right? But I just feel like, you know, you don't have to be a Sag for this energy, but this is literally somebody's birthday, right? But I see divine intervention for us all, you know? If you can hear my voice, it's for you too. Something about your faith, you know? A lot of people, you know, they don't have faith in anything. They don't, you know? That's why they take shortcuts. They do things, you know, for temporary gain because they don't have faith in anything, you know? Everybody wants something real quick for nothing, right? Real fast in a hurry, you know? I like this energy. Big ventures are here for us. You gotta keep going, it's gonna be alright. You gotta keep going, keep them prayers tight. You gotta keep going, God is by your side. You gotta keep going, no more sleepless nights. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going, it's gonna be alright. You gotta keep going, keep them prayers tight. You gotta keep going, God is by your side. You gotta keep going, no more sleepless nights. You gotta keep going, angels are your guide. You gotta keep going, pride is to the side. Hey, hey. Can't stop if you wanted to. Hey. We're slaying demons with gratitude. Hey. You don't gotta have no attitude. Hey. Slaying demons with gratitude. Hey. You ain't gotta have no attitude. Hey. Turning dreams into reality. Hey. Go. Hey. You gotta keep going, it's gonna be alright. You gotta keep going, keep the prayers tight. You gotta keep going, no more sleepless nights. You gotta keep going, God is by your side. You gotta keep going, angels are your guide. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Hey. Can't stop if you want to. And that was the message. Accept or reject it. But keep your spirit protected. Daily message. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining our morning show. We hope that you guys got something from the message, okay? If you enjoyed the video, we ask that you follow the page so that you get notified when we go live, okay? If you would like to contribute to our page, if you would like to book book a personal session with us. All of our information is on our page. Thank you for your time and energy. And don't forget, we elemental beings. Trying to save the people from the pain and misery. Hey, you gotta heal to release the pain. You gotta heal to release the pain. The death called me and the reaper came. Go. We love you guys.